Hey everybody, how you doing? What's up, men, non-men, women, non-men, non-women? That's how I be eating coochie. But yeah, this is for everybody. And it's about nice guys. We're gonna get into nice guys. Me, a cis dude who's also a blurred, is gonna talk about nice guys after he washes his nose because I was exfoliating and I left some of the dead skin on my nose. You see that? Shut up, stop judging me. Y'all let me know, is this a cute angle for me? Does this work? Excuse me. Pardon me. I've had the conversation with many men and many mask leaning or mask presenting people. I've had this conversation with them like, they don't like me because I'm nice. They don't like me because they like assholes. They don't like me because they don't like nice guys. And you know what? Fine. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. You happy? But also, you dead wrong. You also completely fucking dead wrong. And here's why. So we live in a white supremacist patriarchy, right? And our definitions of masculinity are often informed by that patriarchal structure, and then whatever subcultures we live in. I know black masculinity and white masculinity are parallel and even converge in a lot of ways, but they also differ in a lot of ways in regards to like social expectations. And even within like those two groups, there are also like specifics to everybody's like in group. Like, yeah, it goes on and on. And within that, if hyper masculinity and toxic masculinity are the norm, and we're like dating and fucking and interacting under the assumptions that these things are normal and in a lot of cases desirable, then yeah, there is going to be a community of people who actively find these things attractive and who actively like look for these qualities in their masked partners. So yeah, sure, that part's true. But what we not gonna do is frame it as if it's women's fault because they didn't ask to be born in a white supremacist patriarchy. So you can't really blame them, the few of them that you may have heard this from or that you may be experiencing this behavior from or this preference from, for operating within the confines of said patriarchy. Like they didn't do this shit to themselves or by themselves. So like, shut up. So like, of course, everybody of any gender identity can perpetuate, participate in, and reinforce patriarchy, hypermasculinity, toxic masculinity within, their relationship dynamics. Because we're all raised on that shit, of course. Where you niggas falter is y'all just blame women for it and you act as if it's something that women are doing to you. And it's not a thing that women are doing to you. It's something that we are all stuck under and need to actively unpack. On top of the fact that a lot of you motherfuckers aren't nice. A lot of y'all are not nice at all. Most of you aren't. Like, just because you don't punch your girlfriend doesn't mean you a nice dude. Like, do you be gaslighting? Do you be manipulating? Do you be lying? Do you be yelling? Do you be raising your voice in situations where it ain't necessary? Like, how nice are you? Like, like outside of that performative shit, how genuinely fucking nice are you? Like you in this girl's DMs for months. You know her favorite color, her favorite music, her favorite this, her favorite that. Are you gonna remember this shit when she don't like you? You gonna remember this shit when she tells you no, I'm not into you like that? Are you gonna remember that? You still gonna buy her records? You still gonna send her playlists? You still gonna do all the other shit that you do for your friends? Are you gonna keep that up? Like how, like like doing stuff for people ain't gonna be like the definition of niceness. You feel me? Like that. Like, how good are you to people, specifically like femme people, when they're not giving you what you want, when they're not giving you any play, when you're not trying to fuck them, when you're not interested in them, when you find them unattractive? Like, how good are you then? Like, how kind are you then? How much do you show up then? How much shit do you remember then? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you when that happens? Who are you when that's going on? That's what's going to decide if you're nice or not. Cause a lot of us could look nice because we're not out here elbowing motherfuckers that we date. Like, you know what I'm saying? I look nice compared to a lot of people out here in the world and out here in the community, and I still ain't shit. I ain't shit. I really ain't shit. But I look good. And I'm sure that's true for a lot of people where it's like, hey, you kind of just seem like a good dude because you're not the shittiest turd in the septic tank. But like, that just, the bar is going up. The bar is raising, and it needs to. Because this bare minimum shit that we use to make us think that we nice, it's not enough. So yeah, like 10% of the shit you're saying like means anything. 10% of that shit means something. But the other 90 gets lost in all this like needy, like whiny, they won't be with me. Like, how come nobody want, like it gets lost in all of that. Like, there's a very like valid conversation to be had buried in there, but like a lot of you incels ain't having it. And a lot of you ain't equipped to have it because you want to have it in a way that blames women for shit that men built, while like also putting women in situations where you feel like you could bother them and pressure them and guilt them into being with you. And that's not how that shit works. And that's why y'all are still unfucked. So calm that down and fuck with people that fuck with you. And unpack where that shit comes from, because we all need to be unpacking patriarchy and all the shit that comes with it. I don't think you niggas are doing it right. Love you though. I love you though. And understand that like this ain't coming from a place of I'm better than y'all and I'm out here saying this so I can get ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how any of this shit works. I'm bringing this up because I used to do this shit. Like, even up to like a couple of years ago, I was still like on that they don't like me because I'm kind wave. And like a piece of that might have been true, but like also my fucking attitude really made me unattractive. Like, that was my fault. Like, a lot of that shit was on me. So like, yeah, I was fucking with people who like fuck with people who treated them a certain type of way, and that shit wasn't always like beneficial to their growth and their health. But like, that's none of my motherfucking business. I should have just been fucking with people who fuck with me. So like, yeah, like, shit might have been real, but like we couldn't even get there because I was an asshole. And this was like 24-year-old, 25-year-old Mohawk. I'm only 26 right now. You feel me? Like, this is a year or two ago. So like, a lot of this shit is us. A lot of this shit is our fault. We need cut it out. Cut it out. Everybody needs to unpack patriarchy. We don't need to be telling women how to do it. We can acknowledge that something's there without blaming femme people who are forced into this patriarchy and who are some of the most oppressed people under it for standards and ideologies that we built. And for the black men who are going to see this and going to be like, I'm black, I ain't asked to be in no white supremacist patriarchy. Cool. You're right. No, you didn't. Stop modeling it in your relationships then. Like, stop mimicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to tell your girlfriend what to do and like hollering at her and like bossing her around and shit. Like, stop modeling white male behavior in your black ass relationships if you don't want to be lumped in with white bullshit. All right, don't bring it home with you. And then we can have that conversation. Because a lot of you niggas mimic the oppressor with the people you fucking, and then that shit get out, and then don't nobody want to fuck you no more. A lot of you. That's a lot of you. That's a lot of you. That was me. That was me too. I'm only talking to you because I was you. Stop doing that shit. So in conclusion, yeah, sure, there are people who like assholes and like mean people, and there's a grander cultural conversation that we have to have about that, because we all need to be actively unpacking where that comes from, because that is a thing that comes from patriarchy. That is a pattern that we learn from I can't talk. That is a pattern and a behavior and an expectation that we pick up from growing up in a patriarchy. And also, you niggas ain't nice. I love y'all. Bye-bye.